Welcome to Lobos Talking to Lobos. This is Miss Fryer moderating our discussion today. I am here with
Hilary, Haley, Lila, Avery, Bilady, Angeline, Ariana, and Ayani.
this week. Our school has hosted Learn Around the World. It had been an annual event in the past, and we have brought it back this year. Our team has lots of opinions to discuss today about Learn Around the World. To begin with, what was something you learned as your class was preparing for Learn Around the World?
I learned that. I learned a lot about Thailand because I never really paid attention to Thailand as much, and it was like easy. Like it was not really easy, but it was like fun to learn about all their like.
What I learned while working on Learn Around the World is I learned first of all about my country. Not only that, but I learned how to build new things and work with my class better.
Um, I learned some new endangered species from the ocean, like a monk seal, and I don't know what the other one was, but all I knew was the endangered species, which is kind of interesting.
Okay, so I know Haley had mentioned that she also learned about working with others. Is there anything else have something to share about how you felt about preparing for Learn Around the World?
Well, my class didn't really know what to do, so it was a little hard to figure it out. So everyone was just like all over the place, but eventually we got it. I feel like we had to find a way to like combine all of our ideas and be able to make one thing that would look nice with all of our other activities. Um, what I experienced from my classmates is that we worked very hard, and a lot of people knew about Hawaii, even though a lot of people are telling us that Hawaii is not a country. I'm like, okay, we're trying our best. And even though we didn't win, it's fine. Just at least we know everything, and we tried our best to keep our room Hawaii.
What I thought was hard for us technically because we're a small class, so we don't have a classroom. We had to borrow an eighth grader's classroom, which we just got this week. So it was hard to build things in there. So we had to make our posters apart from that, then start building the other things, which we had to build there, which gave us a very small time amount.
A struggle is because kind of the same thing to Haley, but we do have our classroom. Our classroom is just too small for us to actually participate in Learn Around the World. So we had to use a 7th grade class and the 7th grade class moved into an 8th grade class, Miss Irvin's class. And it was kind of hard because at the edge, we only had like the little things done and we had a lot of like two main things that we had to get done. But we had a struggle because like in our classroom we had a river and like it kept on getting like sabotaged by some 7th graders in the classroom. And I have to say something. I even heard them admit that they were sabotaging.
Kilara, did you have something to add?
Yeah, going back to what Haley said, since we had to like borrow an eighth grade class, it was also kind of hard just because since we didn't have a lot of time, so we had to like stay after school later on.
Adding on to Kalari, since we're in the same class, a lot of people in our class did stay after school, and that made a big difference because we had more time all together because sometimes we stayed to 5:30, 6:30, and this week and on Friday we worked really hard in order to achieve that goal, and as we worked together we were able to win.
Also, adding on to Haley and Kilar, what they said, um, also a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, like probably 5 or 4 people stayed in my class. Like credits to Joanna, Gail, and Genesis, and me. Yeah, we tried our best to keep the room Hawaiian, and we tried not everything to get ripped apart in the next morning. So everything's perfect, so we can try our best to like win. But sadly, we didn't.
So, what did you learn when you visited other countries? What did you learn from the other rooms?
Nothing.
I would probably say their traditions, cultures, and probably new information that we probably did not know, like the facts and things like that.
Anything specific that you learned?
I would probably say like the cultures or like special or specific architecture.
Adding on to what Kilari said, when I visited art classrooms as a judge, I saw students work, the crafts, and like all the pictures all around. You were able to see popular artifacts, fun facts, and even though, let's say France, for example, Miss Jordan's class, when you went in there, you saw Paris, and you saw it in real life instead
Kind of
of
like
pictures.
immersed? Felt immersed in it? Like you were there and it was
Like
all
it's
around
like
you?
real life.
Yes.
Yes, okay. uh,
I think yeah, it was Rome in Miss Anderson's class. What I learned about it was like Italy, Rome. Well, I'm not sure which one technically is, but she said
well,
it's
Rome's in
Rome.
Italy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So what I learned is that I learned about this keyhole. It's in I don't really know specifically because I couldn't read it, so I had to do homework. So I specifically saw a lot of very talented um, artwork, which is the Colosseum. It showed like the whole description about there was a lot of slaughter inside the Colosseum about like slaughter about the animals. But Italy, Rome was very, very
Okay, so you found that one interesting?
yes.
Okay. All right. So then, what, uh, were there any other parts of Learn Around the World that you liked best? Like any activities or that you liked during that? Yes.
So in Germany, you had to like do, I think it was like the word certificate to get a prize, and because there was food and people, and they knew people would just come for the food, so they made it a prize.
So they had to earn it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All around in all the classrooms, there was a lot to learn about different countries, and there was, I think, about 18 classrooms. So that gave people a chance to be able and explore different places so they don't, in a way, have to go to the certain place because even our class, lots of classes actually did posters with fun facts and information about it.
So I feel like it feels like when you because you know how it's called learn around the world. It's like when you go into a classroom, you feel like you're in the actual country or state, whatever. And when I went to Finland, which congratulations they won. Um, when I went in there the first time, it was absolutely incredible. So much posters and so much think what did you guys have activities? Yeah, and activities. And I saw this little river which was very cute from Chloe and I think Luca and Haley. Yeah, and learning around the world was the most fun event for me. Like you could just it feels like it.
Okay, so just the whole event. You enjoyed?
I enjoyed when I went to Miss Young's class, which was New York, and I enjoyed getting like free Starbucks, which is really good. There was also a baseball player like not a baseball player, a football player, but like I didn't decide to get a signature. And I also enjoyed about like getting pizza before the Learn Around the World for like volunteering.
I agree. So, in the future, how do you think we could make Learn Around the World even better?
Have there be more food. I feel like we had little time. That's what the teachers are saying. So I think we should get a little heads up before.
Okay. All right.
Um, I thought the event was actually quite short, just an hour and 30 minutes. I wasn't able to do many activities because of that.
I honestly think that the choices should be more freely instead of like not like I would prefer like the class having a whole vote on China like the country or state they would want it to get, so that it was like more something that the kids were into, so that they could actually get to learn about it more and have fun with something that they actually know about and like, instead of them just going in a bag and picking a stamp to know what they have to do.
So, by a lot of comments by students, because a lot of people knew that I was a judge, I'm like, okay. So, and a lot of people are like, can you like vote for me? Because my class told me to vote for them, but I told them that I can't because the teachers, Miss Blunt said the special teachers are judging 6 to 7. It's not gonna be fair. But to the lack of the comments that kids should have voted, and I mean, true, that kids should have voted too, but you just gotta think. Little kids they just want to vote for their friends, and I get it. I want to vote for my friends too. I want to vote for their class, for Miss McGann's class too, but it's just not fair. So I feel like we just you just gotta let the kids decide. Sometimes you just gotta let the kids decide, basically.
I think that next year we shouldn't make it a competition, just make it like a fun event that people could go to instead of just having people compete against each other because there has been some very upset people and classrooms that are disappointed because they didn't win.
But more food, right?
There's
Have more food.
some
Yeah,
people,
have
some
more
people,
food.
some
Yeah.
people were happy because of the food, but even though they still lost, but they're happy that a lot of people
Everybody
came to their
tried their
classroom.
best. I'd probably say everybody tried their best because since everybody had different things, they had to have to try to make theirs unique.
Yeah,
In a way.
and ours we in Hawaii, which is Miss Jackson's class, we didn't have any food or anything, so we didn't put any food because I know a lot of people would come in our classroom just because of food. So we didn't have food. All there was volleyball and then like little artifacts.
People also sometimes didn't follow the rubric, which the teachers shared because most of the work was done by teachers or they didn't have any activities. It was pretty stuff. Because I know classes like mine, Thailand, Hawaii, they had a lot of activities which were unique and fun for the children, which gave them some points.
Basically some adding on to Haley, some in the kindergarten side. Basically, all I saw was some teacher stuff, just some teacher made and bought. And I just want to make sure that all the students can create whatever country or state whatever they're doing. So I just want to make sure that they do their own activity.
So, from our distinguished judges from NJHS, are you saying you would like in the future that to make sure that it's representing more of the students' work then? So what they are learning and what they're doing
Because
making?
I feel like that a lot of the students didn't really have enough time to do it, and the teachers just bought whatever is related to the country or the state.
I would like to say something about Lila's comment.
What did I do?
What?
Go ahead.
Our class mostly made absolutely everything besides the river, which was store bought because we didn't want it to be a shipping hazard with the paper. So we decided to just get the river and then tape it down. So like practically everything in our class was handmade by the students, and the teacher practically only hung it up.
Okay.
Okay, that's like different. That's what different I'm saying, but yeah.
All right. Did anybody else have anything they wanted to share about Learn Around the World before we wrap up? Okay. So this has been Lobos Talking to Lobos. Thank you for listening. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, let your
Lobo you shine.
The
I'm
Lobo
sorry,
you
I got
shine.
lost. I got lost.